Hello and happy Thursday. It's time to look at the final order cutoff books for this week. Going to be looking at, of course, as we've cut down on this to just looking at the indie FOC here. We got two people just hopped into the chat. Neighbor to the North, what's going on? And John Stout, the regular FOC viewers, welcome in. But let's kick it over. As a reminder for anybody who's new watching this, doesn't know what final order cutoff is, it is the last date that your comic shop can put in their orders for the books that are on the cutoff. So the cutoff for the books ordering through Lunar Distribution, which is Scout, DC Comics, Ahoy, I think, is on there. And there's, I think, one other small publisher that's now on Lunar. That is the 12th for this week. It's Sunday. And then everything in Diamond is going to be Monday the 13th, except Marvel books if your shop orders through Penguin. Or sorry, if your shop orders through Diamond instead of Penguin. If they order through Penguin, it'll be on Monday. So let's find those indie books that are over here in Lunar this week. That's mostly going to be Scout. We have a trade paperback for Action Tank, which is a non-stop title. So issue 1 of this had come out, and now we have the full volume of it. Really great issue 1. It's a scoop book, so it is a younger reader book, but I think for young readers, it's definitely a book to get. So if you have kids, look out for this one. Nice little space adventure going on there. We'll keep moving through here. I know we're looking at the indie books, but I just saw there's another new Batman book, Batman the Knight. I don't know how many. Story of Batman Begins. I don't how many. Like. So many Batman titles. I don't know. And that's partially why I stopped doing the non-indie titles on here. But every time I scroll past a Frizen Catwoman cover is just ugh. Jeff DeCall doing covers too, man. I haven't read Stranger Ranger yet. It's in my pile still to read, but I've heard good things. I heard it's funny. Yeah, the back cover butthole. It's pretty great. And then the front is the mouth. So, you're just going through the creature, the whole story, I guess. But yeah, not too much indie, I think, in this. But if you're looking for some Jenny Frizen posters, the Jenny Frizen poster portfolio over here. I'll keep scrolling through. We got one from Scout here, a new one called Distorted from Salvatore Vivenzio and Gabrielle Falzone. I actually haven't gotten to read it yet. I'm so behind, but I have a copy of this in my inbox to look at. Salvatore sent it. So I will be trying to read that then before Monday to drop some sort of review for it, because I want to let you guys know before cutoff if this is something you guys should be checking out. But I think it is going to be something that you're going to want to look out for. But it looks like it's not planned for a certain number of books. They're not saying of 4, of 8, 6, anything like that. And it's not saying nonstop. So it's not a one issue and then trade paperback type of deal for Scout. So that's good. Never enough Batman books. I beg to differ there. But I did enjoy the new, the Josh Williamson Batman this week. So, Marvel Voices, yes. I did get it. I haven't gotten to read it yet. It's somewhere in this stack. And actually, so I got the cover A and I left it at my shop to get signed by Daniel Jose Older, who lives in the area. He has a story in here featuring the original White Tiger, I think. But I did also pick up this one, which has a new character for Strange Academy on the cover there. I haven't gotten to read to see what her name is. Ava Quintero. So she's headed to Strange Academy in this. So I thought that was super cool. I love Strange Academy, so I had to get it for that reason alone. And then finding out the local writer has a story in there was pretty cool too. He's also the writer for Star Wars High Republic Adventures. So I was reading that at one point, kind of showing him some support, but I fell off of it just because I was reading so much. But yeah, that cover I think is one to be on the lookout for, pick up. But yeah, we'll keep moving with the indies here. Edgar Allan Poe's Snifter of Death, number 4 of 6. This one should be coming from Ahoy Comics, I believe. Rick Geary, Bryce Ingman. I don't know too much about it, but it's based off of some Edgar Allan Poe stuff, and he's essentially a free thing to utilize his work because it's been so many years. I don't know who's putting this out, but Good Boy Magazine number 2 is definitely not DC. Chock full of the finest, highest quality comics around. Issue an interview with Gerard Way, plus over 100 brand new full color pages from superstar artists like Benji Nate, Michael Sweater, Alex Crocus, Ashley Robin Franklin, and more. Read comics or go to hell. All right, I like that. We got Human Target, which is it's DC. It's a black label DC, but it's still within the DC world. Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool to have some local creators. The only one that I know of in the area is Daniel Jose Older, but I've been looking. They started to post some of the people that are going to be going to Fan Expo New Orleans, and so maybe some of those people are local too. I'm not sure. We'll see. I hope some of there are some local talents that will get to go. Another scout one here. This one's a one shot. We got a kaiju story. It looks like King Jira, hungry like a monster. King Jira, the king of monsters, has escaped from his prison and he is causing panic in the city. The reason of his fury is simple. The king is hungry. And we all know what king's food is, don't we? Simple. The pizza. A funny tribute to the kaiju genre. So a funny take on kaijus here. Very much looking like Godzilla. Looks like Mothra maybe there in the corner on this cover. Pretty cool idea. Marco Fontanilli is the one behind this one here. And then this Stefano Landini did this cover, which is probably a 10 copy unlockable. Let's keep going. What do we have here? Nothing indie there. And coming up the home stretch here, we got Tales Told in Techno Horror Season 2, issue number 1. Kiarn Tagen and Christian Debari. This is the first one was pretty cool. 4 different tales, little mini horror tales. I thought were great. Season 2 of this, so a second issue of that little mashup there. A tentacle kaiju book one day. Oh boy. PDX have a lot. What is PDX? Assuming certain part of the country. But that's it for the books from Lunar. So just a couple Scout books in there and I think one Ahoy book. So move on over to the previews catalog here to talk about the indie books on FOC. Oh, okay. Portland. That makes sense. Yeah. If you're up there, did you end up going up to Seattle for ECCC? said enough season there. So Image Comics, we've got A Man Among Ye, number 8 from Stephanie Phillips, Josh George, and John Cleese. I have not been reading this, but I like Stephanie Phillips' writing, so I may have to read this at some point. Great pirate story. I mean, if that's your thing, it's probably the book to be reading right now. This is a cool cover here, though. Rebecca Isaacs, Kelly Fitzpatrick on that one. We also have Ant number 2 from Eric Larson, reviving the Ant series from like 2000. I think it was 2009. And then there is a retro trade dress on that one. This one, I don't know how it wasn't in my image. I must not have saved the image. I don't know, but didn't make it into my thumbnail for some reason. Wyatt Kennedy and Luana Vecchio writing Bolero, number 1 of 5, a new miniseries coming from Image Comics. New series from 2 bright-eyed, bushy-tailed little scamps. A woman running away from a broken heart discovers a mother key into parallel universes. The rules are the key can work on any door. The mother will only let you visit 53 universes. Do not ask to speak to the mother. Never hop more than 53 times. Looks pretty good. Interesting concept around hopping between universes. So definitely going to be checking that out. We do have some variants for here. Oh, it is here. It was showing there wasn't a variant there, but there's the Jim Mahfood variant. And looks like Maria Lovett did a variant as well. Take a look, see. I think that's it. No ratios on that. And then crossover issue 11 here from Donny Cates, D. Cuniff, John J. Hill, and Jeff Shaw. Issue 10, Johnny did a thing. He did a thing that I thought he was going to do. Oh, man. That would have been a cool con to go to, but yeah, family first, obviously. C2E2, I think, is this weekend. I don't know if anybody watching is planning on going to that. I wanted to go, but was not going to work out. So I'm waiting for the con that's going to happen in New Orleans, Fan Expo. Hopefully it's decent. So yeah, meanwhile, part 4, Ellie, Ryan, and the rest of the crew close in on the shadowy figure taking out comics' finest. Murder, mayhem, spilled ink, ungodly revelations, puppies. The latest chapter has it all to explore the insane world beyond the dome. Oh, and then there's removed by the Kirkman estate. So Kirkman, something from him maybe doing something in this issue. We shall see. There's a Jonathan Hickman cover here. No artwork showing up yet for that. I don't know if they're still doing ratios on crossover or not. Looks like a 1 in 25 version of the cover A and a 1 in 50 version of the cover B. If you're gonna do variants, don't be lazy. New Orleans is great. I'm just getting to finally explore it in the last couple months because things had been closed for a while or restricted. So I'm finally getting to see New Orleans more, and I like it. Deadly Class number 50 here. Rick Remender, Lee Lowridge, Wesley Craig on the cover. Fond Farewell Part 2, the conclusion of Saya's story. Will she choose to take her place at the head of the Kuroki Syndicate, or will she choose revenge? So I think this is I don't know if this is the end of Deadly Class or if this is the end specifically of this person's story and there's going to be more exploration into that. I have not read Deadly Class, but I hope 50 seems like a good place to wrap something up. Potentially be a good place to have a omnibus develop so I can read through this at some point. Oh, what's up? We got Comics and Pops in the house. What's up, Alonzo? This is one of the ones on FOC this week that I'm really looking forward to. Joe Hill's Reign, #1. This one from Joe Hill, of course, and David Boer with art by Zoe Thorogood. Just, yeah. Miniseries premiere, first in Chris Ryle and Ashley Wood's new Syzygy publishing imprint line of titles at Image Comics on a seemingly normal August day in Boulder, Colorado. Skies are clear. Honeysuckle Speck couldn't be happier. She's finally moving in with her girlfriend Yolanda, but their world is literally torn apart when dark clouds roll in and release a downpour of nail splinters of bright crystal that shred the skin of anyone not safely under cover. Rain makes vivid this escalating apocalyptic event as the deluge of nails spread across the country and around the world, threatening everything young lovers Honeysuckle and Yolanda hold dear. So begins a gripping 5-issue presentation of New York Times bestselling author Joe Hill's acclaimed novella, adapted by rising stars David Boer, Zoe Thorogood, and Chris O'Halloran. Just so excited for this one. Zoe's art is fantastic, and David Boer, excellent writer. So very much looking forward to this one. Gonna have to pick up a couple different covers here. I think we got a blank cover as well. I thought there were ratios potentially. Yeah, Ashley Wood ratio 1-25. Renee DeLise. That's a very sad cover there with the cat. 1/100 sketch variant. That's it there. Yeah, very much looking forward to that one. Let's see. Oop. Yeah, I know you guys are a fan and friend there of David Boer over on Team Nerd Herd. Image does omnis. They did an omnibus of Saga for the volume 1 part 1. 54 issues was technically an omnibus there, but maybe not in the same style that we see Marvel and DC doing omnis. And hope you're doing well, Dream Eater 99. Welcome in. We also have here from Image King of Spies #2 from Mark Millar and Matteo Scalera. Hearing mixed things on this one. Some people are really into it. It's a 4-issue miniseries. Other people were saying it. I saw it sounded like it was too much similar to James Bond. But I don't know if any of you guys in the chat are reading this one or not. So you can chime in on that. But it's one that I'm curious about. So I would love to hear everyone's thoughts on this. Oscar Yildirim doing a really cool cover here, though. That might be enough to get me to buy it. Super cool. We also have Lady Mechanica, Monster of Ministry #2 of 4. Right here from Joe Benitez and Beth Sotelo. Always very intrigued by this one. Steampunk vibe from this. But got to go back and read some previous issues of Lady Mechanica before I get into that. And then Phenom X #3 of 5 here from John Leguizamo, Aram Rapaport, Joe Misiak, and Chris Batista. I thought it was originally 3 issues. Maybe it was 5 the whole time, but I thought it was a 3-issue miniseries originally. Scumbag issue 12 from Rick Remender, Roland Boshi, and Moreno Dionisio. I feel like the artists on this have changed a few times. Might be wrong there, but I feel like they've changed a few times on here. But Rick Remender writing this story, I was really enjoying it early on. I just had to cut something out, and it was one of the ones that went. Marguerite Sauvage variant here for cover B. And that takes us into issue 8 of Silver Coin. Matthew Rosenberg writing this one with, of course, the one consistent thing with Silver Coin was that Michael Walsh is illustrating everything. Rising and Falling in America is the subtitle for this issue. And because Matthew Rosenberg's writing, Tyler Boss had to do a cover for it. They do so many things together. And speaking of them, I'll come back to Stillwater here, but talking about Matthew Rosenberg and Tyler Boss right now, what's the furthest place from here? Issue 3 is on FOC. And if you guys aren't reading this one, you should be picking this one up. Issue 1, triple sized. Issue 2, double sized. Issue 3 is also double sized. And we have a lot going on in this story. Just really interesting post-apocalyptic kind of thing going on. And where are all the grown-ups? What's going on with these kids? What these strangers and all of this stuff going on. Lots of mystery surrounding the circumstances, and I'm really enjoying that. But I think this cover, I gotta get this Sweeney Boo cover here. Really cool cover. Reminds me, I think there was a Jenny Frison one for issue 1 that was a ratio. It kind of reminds me of that one a little bit. There is a number 3 deluxe second press, but it looks like the first press of it's here. Each of the issues has the option where you can get some music on I think it's a 7-inch record. 2 songs from some of today's best indie and punk bands recorded especially for this project. So that's super cool too, that they've got those connections. This has Restorations Go Hard While Nothing Will Make You Sad. It's a Philly double bill. And it's got a special cover with each of those. It's a $15 price tag, but you get some music, so that's pretty cool. Let's see. Yeah, I really like what's the furthest thing. Absolutely. But yeah, let's come back to this. I think this also was on FOC last week, issue 12 of Stillwater, so they might have moved the FOC date. And if you look again, I forgot to point this out earlier, but in shops January 12th, so it's about 4 weeks out. Stillwater just been phenomenal. Chip Zdarsky killing it on this story, as with like everything else Chip Zdarsky's doing right now. So no surprises there. Darkhorse only has 1 book, and it's got 2 covers. It is Cloaked number 2 from Mike Richardson and Jordi Armengol. Issue 1 must be coming out this coming week. This one's coming out January 19th. And Mike Richardson, of course, is the creator of The Mask. So we know this is probably a crazy, violent story. That seems to be the style that he goes for with The Mask. So just throwing that out there. This is a cool cover there. Probably, it's got to be a Joker homage, right? Seems like it with all the ha-has. But also fitting his theme of the Mask stuff. So maybe it could be a Mask homage. Yeah, 7-inch records. It does actually come with the vinyl record if you were to order this specifically. I don't know if shops are pricing them $15.99 or not, but that's this, I guess, the suggested retail. But every issue like sold out, and they've gone back. What's interesting is how they've done that. I don't know how, because they said they weren't going to do reprints anymore. So not sure, but I swear the first issue at least had a reprint of the vinyl issue. So I don't know. Yeah, I thought that was cool. I don't have anything to play them on though. So yeah, I'm with you, Dream Eater. If I don't have something to put them on, why would I pick it up? But yeah, it's a pretty cool idea. I really dig it, and it matches the theme of what's going on with these kids, and their specific group collects records. That's kind of their thing, so it's perfect for the story. We got some IDW Star Wars High Republic adventures here, and speaking of Daniel Jose Older, there he is on this story, probably wrapping up the second arc on issue 6 here, and 1 in 10 by Megan Huang. Actually, maybe it might have been 5-issue arcs. Either way, that's an awesome cover by Megan Huang there. I mean, these are cool. I agree. I don't have a record player, so we also have some Transformers, Wreckers, Tread and Circuits, and Sonic the Hedgehog Imposter Syndrome. That's IDW there. We've talked about, we're not doing DC Marvel because they're not indie. Dynamite will do a quick scroll through, like always. Invincible Red Sonja, number 7 here. Kiss Phantom Obsession, number 1. Looks like a special version there. NYX, or Nyx, number 3 there. Sheena, Queen of the Jungle, number 3. The Rose Besh cover here. I know Dynamite's gotten Rose Besh onto a couple different books and doing their covers. So that's pretty cool. IDW lost license to... Are you talking about to Star Wars High Republic Adventures? I don't think so. I think what happened was that Darkhorse is also going to be doing some stuff in addition to that. Could be wrong. But I also know there was some rumor that IDW was looking to get bought, so I don't know. There's no telling. Geez. $70. Yeah. Crazy. I get it though. I get the appeal to it. Just that's why we talk about these books on final order cutoff, so you can purchase them, buy them in advance instead of paying $70 later. Yeah, the Rose Besh cover was great there for Sheena. So we're looking at Boom, and of course, Diamond's having some issues updating some of these covers. The covers are there. We just can't see them. So we have an Angel issue number 1 of 8. Christopher Cantwell is writing Angel with Daniel Bayliss on the art and Nimit Malavia doing this cover here. If I'm not mistaken, this is in the Buffy world, which is one of Boom's many properties that they own. Blank sketch cover and a bloody blank sketch cover, because that's how they roll. Darkhorse is trying to get bought. Is everyone just trying to get bought? I thought IDW was trying to get bought. It was all rumors though, so I don't know. In the Boom style, we got a Virgin there. We got an Inuk Lee variant, which is pretty cool. If I was looking to buy this book. And a Janoy Lindsay variant for 1 in 50. Oops, I went the wrong way with the numbers there. Unlockable version as well. And then from their Boombox imprint, I believe that's what this one is. Getting Dizzy, number 3 of 4 from Shea Fontana and Celia Moscote. Dizzy and the rest of the rollers have a quiet couple of days tracking any possible Negatrix activity, getting Dizzy ready for the big skating competition. This one is one I didn't pick up. It didn't appeal to me. Just wasn't my type of story, but looks like it's been a pretty interesting story from description wise. And we have the end of a story here. Ma, issue number 5 from Jude Ellison, S. Doyle, A.L. Kaplan, and Ariella Cristantina on this cover here. Diana, the ethereal, larger-than-life feminist commune leader, prepares Marion to become the vessel for all the rage and suffering of the commune and women everywhere. Marion and the other women on the commune take their revenge on Chuck and Howie as scapegoats for the skins of mankind. But will their brutal justice solve the seemingly endless cycle of violence, or will it continue until it devours the entire island and perhaps even the entire world? Sounds like things finally got darker in this story. That was an awesome Leila Del Luca cover there. Yes. DCPS, if you're looking for like really cheap prices, pre-order through DCBS, especially on things like that where it's higher cost, $14.99 off the bat. Might take longer to get it. You aren't going to get it on New Comic Book Day, but might be worth the savings on that. Darkhorse hired a firm to help them. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me. What did I just do? What does that button do? I think Darkhorse already got the license for Marvel Younger Reader Series. I like the Yeah. So I think what happened, I think they added that in addition, but I know there are some Star Wars things coming back to Darkhorse, which has people excited because in the past Darkhorse Star Wars was good, but still being overall run by Marvel in that situation. So who knows? Yeah, that's Ma number 5 of 5 there. And then we have Mighty Morphin number 15 from Boom here. Obviously, we've always got the Legacy variant from Eleonora Carlini this time. A FOC reveal variant here as well from Christian Ward. Christian Ward always bringing us some cool art. Let's see what else we got. Power Rangers 15. So what was that? It was Mighty Morphin 15. So we also have Power Rangers 15 on FOC. Gerald Perel doing that cover. And we have a Legacy variant here from Danielle De Nicuelo. And this FOC reveal variant from Valentin Delandro. Another one that I'm reading and enjoying so far regarding the matter of Oswald's body, number 3 of 5, Luca Casalanguida and Christopher Cantwell. Issue 1 was great. Issue 2 probably is coming out this coming week. So issue 3 on FOC now for January 19th. And 7 Secrets returns here. Tom Taylor, Danielle De Nicuelo. It's back. And I'm super excited. I know Tom Taylor just got signed exclusive with DC Comics. I don't think that will affect this story, though. Thanks for stopping by, Alonzo. Have fun. Great to see you in the chat. Everyone go check out Team Nerd Herd tonight. A little bit later tonight, I think I want to say it's 7 p.m. Eastern. So I think it's 9 p.m. my time. 7 p.m. Pacific for mail call. Brain is not converting time right now. Ava and Casper escape the Seeker's headquarters, but secret of Casper's identity threatens the bond between them. Can they find Amon in time before he uses the books of Nostradamus to unleash his ultimate plan? Very, very excited to see 7 Secrets back. Super great series. I can't wait. It's gonna be adapted one day, probably into an anime style thing. Hoping. There is a cover B by Ken Lashley here. Killer cover there. Let's take a look at some of these variants as well. 1 in 10 Miguel Mercado, following a pattern of these throughout the series. A 1 in 25 Mercado, which is a little bit different. Definitely haven't had that kind of thing, but usually is a wraparound, and so it includes the 1 in 10 on the wraparound there. the Seeker and I'm forgetting their terms, but the two partners there for protecting the case. And there's an unlockable Ken Lashley as well, so one per store there. Hopefully my store gets that one because I'd be interested in picking up the unlockable version there. And we only find them when they're dead. It's been a little bit since issue number 9, but this probably is wrapping up our second story arc for We Only Find Them When They're Dead. I don't know if there's more beyond this, but we shall see. On the Cathedral, one day reveals Bish Bristow's plan to take control of Malik's flight, while one day secures the body. If they succeed, the Coalition will become the new seat of government. As they journey towards the inner worlds with the threat of war on the horizon, will Jason or One Day seize control? Some crazy stuff happened last issue. Lots of surprise things happening. So very excited to keep on keeping on with this series. I always love how creative Simone DeMeo gets with the lettering of the title on this. It's fantastic. There's always a couple covers here. Cover B from Tony Infante, the Dead Gods variant, they usually call this one. And 1 in 25 from Flaviano. It's a pretty cool take on that. And what else we got? A 1 in 50 from Eric Gist, but no image yet. There a one per store on this? There's a one per store version of cover A. So that's pretty cool. I like it with the letters better. Title there. So that takes us out of Boom into all the rest of the indie titles here now. So let's see what we have here. And this is, I think, one that you guys might want to look out for because people were talking about this and a lot of people missed out on it. I really enjoyed this story. We've got Animal Castle #1. It's a second printing for it. It's silver lettering instead of gold lettering on the title there. There apparently is a 1 in 25 variant for this second printing from Felix Delep. A little bit of a sketch variant here. But I really enjoyed issue 1 of this. I don't know if it's quite worth I thought someone had said something about the price going up to $50 at one point, which is absurd. But I think settling $20 or so. It's a great story. It was under-ordered because people aren't looking at Ablaze comics, and they should be. Definitely pick it up for the read because I highly recommend the read. But again, paying $20 or $25, $30, I don't think so, because get that second print. Let's see what else we got in here. Bylines in Blood #1 from Aftershock Comics from Van Jensen and Erica Schultz. Erica Schultz did a Kickstarter I just got in somewhat recently. And somewhere I have this, which I had a whole issue with USPS smashing my package, and she sent replacement for this. So definitely supporting her work here. I think it's the same Erica Schultz. Could be wrong, but if it is the same one, that was Deadliest Bouquet was the Kickstarter that I was reading. But yeah, two co-writers here, and Nike on the art. Future, the very concept of truth has died. Politicians invent their own facts, and independent newspapers no longer exist. In this world, private detectives serve as Ronin, searching out the hard truths that people are desperate to keep hidden. The best of these is Satya, known as Lady Dick, a former journalist turned gumshoe who runs every lead to the ground. But Satya has just received her hardest case yet. Her old editor has been murdered. Someone wanted him silenced, and the trail points toward the highest bastions of power. To find justice for her friend, she'll have to put everything and everyone she knows at risk. a prophetic neo-noir thriller with unexpected twists at every turn. The Clarion is co-created by Ringo Award-nominated writer Erica Schultz and comic writer and former newspaper crime reporter Van Jensen, aided and abetted by Spanish art sensation Eneke, who's done DC Comics Bombshells and legendary Red Sonja. So I'm looking forward to this one coming from Aftershock. And there is a Wando super poppin' variant here for 1 in 15, I think. Yeah. 1 in 15, those colors pop. But even more so, something people are probably going to be talking about is Cowboy Bebop being adapted into comic form. So we know Cowboy Bebop we had the manga, we had the anime, just had a Netflix live adaptation version, and now coming back down into the comics. Dan Waters is writing this one with Lamar Mathurin on the art and Stanley Luau doing this cover here. Lots of covers. It looks like all the way to here is just regular covers, not even incentive covers. There's a photo cover from the Netflix show right there, or movie. I can't remember if it was a show or a movie. Definitely a lot of choices on covers here. Yishan Lee doing that one. Blank sketch green one. So lots of different covers for Cowboy Bebop. There's an FOC Yoshi Yoshitani Virgin cover. Honestly, I love Yoshi Yoshitani's art. Might have to go for that. But I actually think I want to check this out. Been wanting to check out Cowboy Bebop, so this might be a good way to do it. Maybe not, but be a different way of getting into reading it. Destiny New York, number 9 here from Pat Shand, Rossi Kamp, Jim Campbell, Shannon Lee. Diamond says it's from nobody. They have no creator information here. Sounds about right. Everything goes wild. That's a good start to a description there for a story. But yeah, that one from Black Mask Studios. Let's get through these dynamic forces things. Dirtbag Rapture on issue 4 on FOC here. Christopher Sabella, Kendall Good, and Gab Contreras. I love this dual image kind of thing going on. Her real life friends, her ghost friends, allies. Definitely been enjoying that story. It's a lot wordier than some other stories, but really enjoying it. Engine Ward, Caroline will be happy to see this, that there is a trade paperback of the complete series now. George Mann and Joe Yzma on this story. $20 for 12 issues. Pretty good deal there. All right, let's see. We've got some Grimm here from Xenoscope. Hard Promises, Horizon Zero Dawn. I have seen Ice Cold Kills on FOC for probably 3 months now. Here it is again from Amigo Comics. But from Vault Comics, we have Lunar Room number 2 from Danny Lore and Georgia Sposito. Here I got issue 1 sitting right here in front of me to read. So soon I'll be checking that one out and deciding I want to continue it. Based on the concept, I'm probably continuing it. Corinne Howell doing a cover B here. I love Corinne's art. So I might have to go for that if I really enjoy this series. But I think the way Vault usually does things, there's no ratios beyond issue number 1, and that's true here too. Keep looking through here. We got from Behemoth Comics No Holds Barred, number 2 of 6 from Eric Gladstone and Gabrielle Kari. Waiting on issue 1 still to come out. Should be this week, I think, maybe the week after. A family affair. The Deadly Wives of Windsor are out to settle an old score, and Paige's sister is getting married to who? A conspiracy boils over when Herney the Hunter deputizes the disgruntled duo of Nim and Pistol to provide Shakespeare with a vicious bopping you'll never forget. Can the Bard of Avon get out? Avon. Get out smelling like a rose? Gail Simone says, brilliantly written, gorgeously illustrated. This is why I am in love with comics. This one coming out January 5th, a little bit sooner than some of these other ones. That is actually more of a 3-week FOC, but probably will get delayed by a week or two because Diamond. No Holds Barred's got 2 other covers here. One from Nicole Gu, and one from Guerra, Pia Guerra. Over halfway through the last section here, we have Red Room trigger warnings on to issue number 2 from Fantagraphics for those fans of Ed Piskor and this wild Red Room story. It has a follow-up series, it looks like. And from Aftershock, we have 7 Swords, number 5 from Evan Daughtery and Federico Dallocchio. Silver City, great series from Aftershock, getting a trade paperback now. 5 issues, $16.99. Why does this name sound familiar? Snowpiercer, collected volume hardcover from Titan Comics, Jacques Loeb and Jean-Marc Rochette. Another one from not another one from Mad Cave, but one from Mad Cave here. The Last Session, issue number 2 from Jasmine Walls and Dozer Draws. Really, really loved issue 1. I thought it was a fun D&D type story, or not even type story. It was literally a D&D story. There's another character sheet cover there. So I'm probably going to collect all those because I think that's pretty cool. And that takes us into probably the last book on the list. Last book on the list, and one that I'm very much looking forward to. We Ride Titans, number 1 from Trace Dean and Sebastian Perez. Sebastian Perez's art is just something that I really enjoy. I've been reading it in Black Beacon from Heavy Metal Elements. And then he did some work with an unknown indie writer who I met at Baltimore, Brennan Knight. And so they did a mini comic that they're going to expand on in the future. The artwork's just beautiful. So this one where we got Kaiju. Kaiju hit hard, family hits harder. Trying to keep your family from imploding is a tall order. Kit Hobbs is about to find out it's an even taller order when that family has been piloting the Titan that protects New Hyperion from Kaiju for generations. Between a spiraling brother, a powder keg of a father, and a whole bunch of 20-story monsters, she's got her work cut out for her. So this one I'm very much anticipating from Vault Comics. Josh Hickson doing a variant on this. We have a 1 in 5 from Nathan Gooden, which it's kind of got the. I don't think the other ones had that. It's got like almost like a retro style side panel there, and a 1 in 10 from Livio Ramondelli, looking pretty sick there. Kaiju fighter. 1 in 25 from Connor Doyle. That's pretty cool. I love that style. I don't know why, but that catches my attention. A 1 in 50 from Robert Wilson IV. Might be an homage here. Not 100% sure, but there is also a 1 in 100 foil version of that. So lots of different covers to choose from for it, but a Kaiju story coming from Vault Comics. Very excited for that. We still haven't wrapped up our, and not it wasn't a Kaiju story necessarily, but Giga was another like large robot mech kind of story. Should be coming out soon, hopefully, to wrap that up. We shall see. But yeah, I mean, if you're looking through previews and you see Image coming soon, don't trust that it's not there. As you see, all of these are actually there right now, but some of them won't be. Some are still not uploaded. Usually, most of the images get on there by FOC day. So that's going to be Monday for most of these books. So should be fixed by then, hopefully. But a lot of them are on there. We just can't see until you click on it. But yeah, reminder, Animal Castle #1. It's got a second print. If you're into really collecting and trying to sell, we have a 1 in 25 FOC second printing ordering incentive. So you may see that that becomes worth something if this really takes off. A la, the Stray Dogs rush. It's interesting is Good Boy hasn't gotten as much attention as I thought it would. And it's a really good story so far, issue 1 from that. Maybe something worth checking out if you are into the anthropomorphized animal stories in comics. But yeah, we're focused on the indie books, of course. And I got a little bit of time. I was going to do an hour, so I'll just kind of scroll through here. Marvel, no surprise, looks like there's no art, but again, maybe there is. And I'm glad I just looked through here because Silk is back. Okay. Emily Kim writing, Takeshi Miyazawa on the art, In-Huk Lee on the cover art. Cindy Moon returns as the web-spinning spider hero Silk, an all-new all-star series. As Silk gains popularity in the public eye, Cindy is questioning her place in the world, but existentialism will have to wait when a powerful new villain is turned loose. In a race against the clock, Silk discovers the dangers of ancient Korean magic and social media. Don't miss the comic debut of stunning storyteller Emily Kim and the return of legendary comic artist Takeshi Miyazawa. In-Huk Lee doing a cover A for this. I don't know how I missed that this was coming out. David Go doing a variant there. Okay. We have a Audrey Mock variant. I'm sure we got some ratio variants on this as well. Looks like R1CO. I don't know who that is, but they're doing a variant. Probably a 1 in 25, if I had to guess. And that seems to be the only one showing up easily on here. But just kind of scrolling through, we got a lot of Star Wars books on FOC this week. We got some X Deaths of Wolverine on FOC and X Lives of Wolverine. Some X-Men and several different X-Men books there. So lots of stuff coming from Marvel on FOC. I think there was a bunch of Amazing Spider-Man things in here. Marauders is getting an annual. Iron Man #16. Hulk #1 getting a second printing. Otley wraparound variant. Of course, if Donny Cates writes a story, it's gonna have a reprint. And some of the Devil's Reign books here, issue 3, Winter Soldier tie-in. Death of Doctor Strange issue 5 is on here as well. So that one will be wrapping up probably in, I guess that means January. End of January. Cool. So just doing a quick scroll through while I am at it. So I'm glad I did because there was Silk, and I need to add that to my pull list. Amazing Spider-Man on issue 87 with this new rotating cast of team members. Jed McKay writing this one. Arthur Adams still doing cover art. But yeah, thanks for hanging out, John. I'm going to be wrapping up here in just a second. I do want to give everybody a reminder that we still have this available. Hit us up on Instagram. I need to know by this probably ASAP how many signatures we need to get. So I will close that this weekend. I'm going to post on Instagram and, make one final post about it. And if you guys don't get orders in for signatures, then we won't be able to do signatures after a certain point. So this is the Damian Connolly Stake Stake Presents Jessamy #1 variant. Super excited about this one because I love the Stake story and Damian's artwork. And so it's just a mashup of two things that I love. We've got them for sale. We still have a few foil copies left. So if you want a foil copy, let us know. They're $40. Regular copies are $20 plus shipping on both of those. So just want to throw that plug out there real quick to wrap things up. But thanks everybody who's been hanging out in the chat. We're going to pull this away. That's it for Final Order Cutoff this week. If you missed anything, go back, watch on the replay. If you're new here and watch this whole thing, thank you. And go hit the subscribe button down below. Join us so we try to grow the channel more and reach more people with this important information so you guys don't miss out on books like Animal Castle or the records for books like What's the Furthest Place from Here. So come join us, subscribe, join the fun, hang out in the chat with people like John and Alonzo and Dream Eater. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys and the other people who've been watching. But Lurkin, Neighbor of the North, I don't know if you're still with us, but thank you for hanging out. But yeah, everybody go enjoy your nights. Go hang out with Team Nerd Herd later tonight and collect what you love.